obviously your kicking game, but overall you're averaging, what, 48 points a game? How would you characterize the effectiveness and efficiency of your offense so far through 4 games?
Well, if I can borrow Jordan White on offense, I'd sure take him. We can keep scoring some touchdowns, but Coach Malone and the defensive staff doing some good job. They're doing a good job, just like last year, setting us up with some good field position. And I know those guys are always talking about the turnover can and trying to get us the ball, and so we'll take that as much as we can get it. If those guys want to score, that's just fine with me, trust me. But I'm just really, really, really proud of our guys. And their hard work paying off. You can see, even right there before the half, we're going to go try to score and get a penalty and get sacked and to overcome that, to get the first down and to get our receivers back in the game there. Go score before half was huge, but we've just talked about it for the whole season so far. Is just we want to be a top 5 offense. We feel like we have those players. We feel like we have weapons, and if you stop one, I said it last week, you stop one, others are open, and we've proven that week in, week out, that we don't just have one guy anymore. We have a bunch of guys that can make plays. So our kids take a lot of pride in being an explosive offense, and at the end of the year being up there in the top 5 nationally. So that's what they're trying to do every week. They're preparing themselves for that, and that's really what they're trying to take a lot of pride in. So I don't expect anything different this week. I expect those guys to prepare themselves as they have all year. And Coach Moore says it all the time. It's not about our opponent. It's about the SMU Mustangs. And if we'll take care of our business, and give our best should be good enough. So that's what we're trying to do.
Averaged around 8 yards per first down play last week. How does that open up the playbook for you when you get these second and short situations?
It's awesome. We talk about that all the time. We're trying to get four or more yards on first down because it opens up a whole lot of stuff, like you said. So that was huge last week. That was a big plus. Our offensive line and our running backs did an unbelievable job of running the football, which again, we're a running team or we could be a passing team. It doesn't really matter. Just kind of be patient early in the game and find out what the defense is trying to take away. So, our guys are doing a good job of that, and obviously we're trying to eliminate TFLs and sacks and just not getting 1 to 2 yards a carry or 1 to 2 yards a play. We're really trying to get that 4+ mark on every play to really set us up to open up the playbook.
What do you think's gone into the team's limited turnovers this season?
Just taking a whole lot of pride in it. We've talked about it since we got here. We talk about BIJs, ball in jeopardy, and eliminating those in practice. We chart them daily. Coach Traylor does a good job of charting them, keeping those running backs aware of it. Constantly on them about it. Xavier had 5 BIJs in the game, and so that was something that's alarming that we got to clean up this week in practice. But for the most part, we've done a really good job. Ben's done a good job of taking care of the ball. Like last year when it wasn't there, you try to force it in there or something. He's done a really good job of taking care of it and throwing the ball away on some and taking some flack because of his completion percentage and all that. But again, I don't really care too much about that when he's managing the game well and taking what the defense is giving him. And he's doing a good job of that. So we're doing a good job taking care of that. We just got to, knock on wood, we got to continue to do that. If we continue to win turnover margin week in, week out, we feel like we'll have a good chance to win every week.
That turnover trash can created the aversion after all the practices.
Yeah, and so y'all haven't caught on yet to our little deal, but we have the turnover can's awesome. And as a coordinator, as offensive coordinator, it kind of makes you mad sometimes because they're over there celebrating and dunking it in there. But then again, I know we're all on the same team, and again, like I said earlier, when our defense creates turnovers and gets us the ball, we love that. So we had to come up with something offensively to kind of combat that in practice. So we came out with the baseball bat, and hitting home runs. So anytime we would score, we had a guy run down and give him a baseball bat, and we'd toss it up to him, let him hit it. So just creating a lot of fun at practice, and people want to swing that bat, so they're trying to hit explosive plays in practice.
You've talked after the first couple games of the year about how you and Coach Morris scripted particular series for DJ Gillens and Rafe Peavy. Now that you're getting into the conference part of the season where games are more important, will you still script in series for those guys, or could you see going with a starter the whole way?
We probably will. Right now every game's important, but we want to win every game we play in. But absolutely, if we feel like that's something that we need to do to win the game, Ben, like I said before, my group is incredibly close. They're like brothers, man. They love on each other. I'm actually getting a picture put up in my office right now of those guys hugging on each other after a touchdown. I think that's awesome. And they're a close group. Ben totally understands if we put DJ in and to run the ball a little bit or to throw it. Because he can do both. He's a really good player as well. But Ben's playing well, and DJ, if we want to bring him in, absolutely, we feel like we can do that at any time.
4 weeks in, opposing teams have a lot of film on you guys. Do you try to add, tweaks to the offense or little ripples to try to change things up?
Yeah, that's how, game planning, that's what we're always looking for, is just little tweaks. We look at our tendencies a lot. Going in the last game, we had some tendencies that we broke. I thought we did a good job as the staff. We have a lot of people behind the scenes that don't get enough credit. Will Bryant, G.J. Kinney, Kevin Sutherland, Ty Gatson, and Julian. They do a great job. They're helping us out, always studying, our running back stances, our running backs alignment, our tight ends alignment, our quarterback's feet. So we're constantly studying those things and tendencies. So we did some things last week to change some tendencies up that I thought, looking on film, Arkansas State, it was going to give them a little trouble, especially knowing that we had some big tendencies. And so we did a good job of that. But also, just talking game plan wise, you're always looking for things that give the opponent a little bit of trouble, whether it's shift and motioning and trading a tight end from one side to the other, like we did a little bit against TCU. So we're always looking for different things, kind of when to dress in, some smoke and mirrors, but really and truly we run the same schemes. It's just a little tweak here and there, week to week, that our kids do a great job of studying. Again, that's part of the preparation that I'm talking about, that they take an unbelievable pride in. And if we want to change or tweak one little thing, they study it all week and they're ready for it by Saturday. It might not look good on Tuesday, but by the time we get to Saturday, they're ready for it.
After North Texas and TCU, Coach Morris talked about the need to establish a better running game, and then your offense broke out for 300 and change this week. He said a few moments ago that part of it was improved run blocking. So when you looked at the film, what was better about the run blocking this week?
Well, we just, up front, our guys are just, again, creating that continuity up front, playing with each other a lot. We have tweaked a little bit on that right side a little bit, but again, they've started to play with each other a lot more and getting in games. You can practice all you want to until you're in a game and seeing live bullets and just learning how to play with each other. I think those guys have gotten a lot better with that. But also, I don't want to take the offensive line did a great job. We missed some holes at running back that we were able to out-athlete them a couple times and make some guys miss. But also, our running back group took an unbelievable pride this week. They saw that Arkansas State struggled a little bit on the back end of missed tackles. And so that was one of their things they took a lot of pride in last week. Coach Traylor charted it going into the game, and they were able to make, I think Coach Traylor charted it all up after the game. I think they made 31 guys miss. And so anytime you got that, that's, for an offensive coordinator, is just awesome. Because you're calling plays that there might be an unblocked safety here or there that they make miss and go for an extra 12 yards. And that's huge. That's something that over the past couple of years we've been okay at. But those guys, when Coach Traylor first got here, he asked them what they thought they needed help on, and that's the first thing they all said is, hey, Coach, we want to win our one-on-one battle. We want to make people miss. And that's something that every week they do a great job of studying, and they do a good job of trying to make those guys miss in space.
What do you see from UConn on film early?
And they've had a couple of tough breaks. Last week was obviously tough. ECU, I think they had the conference player of the week and the quarterback. So they were facing a really good offense in ECU, and I've seen a lot. They play hard. They're long. They're big. They're physical up front. Their D-line and linebackers are really good-looking kids on tape. And so I know they're going to come out. You know, they've had a couple, like I said, tough breaks, and I know they're going to come out here and give us their best shot. I mean, we've got to show up. Like Coach said, we're on high alert. We haven't arrived. You know, just 3 years ago, we were the worst football team in college football. So we still got some work to do and to prove ourselves week in, week out. And then again, we're focused on SMU Mustangs, and if we give our best week in, week out, I think our best will be good enough. So I fully expect those guys to come in here ready to go and give us their best shot, kind of like we went over to Fort Worth a couple weeks ago and give them our best shot. So I fully expect those guys to show up and give us a good game.
During the spring and preseason, you talked about how tight end is a crucial part of this offense.
Yeah.
And through 4 games, you've got 1 catch from tight ends. How is that a concern to you? I mean, obviously you got other weapons that you can throw to and you can run with, but is that a concern to you? And how would you overall evaluate what you've gotten out of the tight ends?
Well, they're still a very important part of our offense. I mean, they're doing a lot of behind-the-scenes dirty work that isn't flashy and sexy on tape, and it doesn't show up in the stat book. But they're doing a great job of blocking. I felt like our tight ends played their best game this past week, so that was very encouraging. And again, like I told our offense on Sunday night, you know, the unselfishness on our team is unbelievable right now. I mean, we talk about one of our pillars of our culture is family, and we take an unbelievable amount of pride in that. Our guys do, and like Coach was saying, you know, you don't hear Coleman complaining about not catching the ball. You don't hear Braden West say I had 1,000 yards last year, why not touching the ball? You don't hear any of that because our guys, they want to win, and whatever it takes to win, they want to do. And the tight ends, you know, they're coming along. You know, we targeted Raymond a couple times and just didn't work out, but we're going to be just fine. They're still a huge important part of our offense. We don't have that guy blocking, we're in a world of trouble. And like I said, they had their best game this past week, so I fully expect them to keep building on that and helping our team in that role, and as well as create some mismatches here and there when the opportunity comes up. So.